press the bell icon on YouTube and don't miss another update.
Namaskar. Welcome to another episode of Editorial. I've got three very interesting topics for you as usual. My topic number one is about S Jaishankar, our foreign minister. S Jaishankar rejected the notion that the Prime Minister of our country, Mr. Narendra Modi, ever tried to endorse Mr. Donald Trump for his re-election. Mr. Jaishankar said nothing of that sort happened. Let's understand the truth in this. My topic number two is about Mr. Prem Singh Tamang, the Chief Minister of Sikkim. Mr. Prem Singh Tamang was disqualified from contesting any polls for 6 years by the Supreme Court. The Election Commission, day before yesterday, withdrew the ban and Mr. Tamang is standing for by-polls very soon. Is this right for our democracy? That's the question we'll ask today. My last topic is Amazon yesterday announced that they sold 750 crores of mobile phones in the last 36 hours. Now that's good, because that shows that the demand in India is picking up. Let's get right into our show. Our foreign minister says that our Prime Minister never endorsed Mr. Donald Trump for his re-election. He says this is all figment of people's imagination. He says nothing of that sort happened. Let us understand what he said. Let us first understand his point of view before we give ours. Mr. Jaishankar said, my recollection of what the Prime Minister said was that candidate Trump had used this, that is Abki Baar Trump Sarkar. So PM is talking about the past. I don't think we should honestly misinterpret what was said. I don't think we are doing a good service to anybody. He said, he, as in Mr. Modi, was pretty clear what he was talking about. He was saying, this is what you said as candidate, which showed that you are trying to connect with India and its people even as a candidate. We are very non-partisan. So our sort of approach to whatever happens in this country is their politics, not our politics, Mr. Jaishankar said. Okay. Mr. Jaishankar said, you know what? Mr. Modi didn't say all of that. Mr. Modi just said that, when you were a candidate, Mr. Donald Trump, you connected with India because you said Abki Baar Trump Sarkar. I didn't quite get that logic. Anyway, doesn't matter. Now let us look at from our perspective. You see, in advertising, endorsement has a very simple definition. You see, when a cricketer says X brand da jawab nahi, that particular cricketer is endorsing the brand. When another cricketer says dash is the secret of my energy, that particular cricketer is endorsing that brand. So when Mr. Modi says this,
Abki Baar Trump Sarkar,
he is endorsing the brand. The brand here is Donald Trump. Okay. Now let us give the benefit to Mr. Jaishankar's point of view. Mr. Jaishankar says that Mr. Modi only wanted to say that he connected, that is Trump connected with India when he said Abki Baar Modi Sarkar.
we in India have connected well with President Trump. The words of candidate Trump, Abki Baar Trump Sarkar.
If by saying Abki Baar Trump Sarkar he is trying to connect with India is what Modi said, then what was this?
His name is familiar to every person on the planet. His name comes up in almost every conversation in the world on global politics. I admire him for something more. a sense of leadership, a passion for America, a concern for every American, a belief in American future, and a strong resolve to make America great again.
So all these praises that Modi was showering about one person, that is Donald Trump, all the praises, what did that actually mean? Does that mean that he's still trying to connect Trump with India? One after another, Modi praised Trump.
From CEO to Commander-in-Chief, from boardrooms to the Oval Office, from studios to global stage, from politics to the economy and to security. He has left a deep and lasting impact everywhere.
So Modi was not endorsing Trump? Well, for all practical reason, from a layman's eye, what Prime Minister Modi did in United States was endorsing Donald Trump for his re-election. I didn't see it any differently. Mr. Prem Singh Tamang is the Chief Minister of Sikkim. Now, why are we talking about him? Mr. Prem Singh Tamang was behind bars till the 10th of August 2018. He was behind bars under the Prevention of Corruption Act because he had misappropriated 9.5 lakh of rupees in the purchase of milch cows. Now, the Supreme Court had ordered 1 year imprisonment, and the Supreme Court had ordered a 6-year ban on him contesting any legislative elections. You know why the Supreme Court did it and why this law is there? This law exists because it was one way to ensure that corrupt people who misappropriate funds are not allowed to participate in election, therefore not made chief ministers like this. So it was one way to do that. So the court had instructed him not to stand for election for 6 years, and he was not supposed to stand for elections for 6 years. Now he and his party's name is Sikkim Krantikari Morcha. Sikkim Krantikari Morcha allied with Bharatiya Janata Party, and as usual, when he allied with Bharatiya Janata Party, all his sins got washed off. After he allied with Bharatiya Janata Party, he was brazenly made the Chief Minister of Sikkim by the Governor of Sikkim. The Governor of Sikkim actually went against a Supreme Court verdict of 2001, which was then done against Ms. Jayalalitha, where the Supreme Court had made it very clear that a governor cannot appoint a Chief Minister if he is under disqualification. In this case, the governor invited Mr. Tamang and made him the Chief Minister. Now, Mr. Tamang went up to the Election Commission and challenged the Supreme Court's verdict of barring him for 6 years. He said, when I committed the crime in 1996, I think that was when he committed the crime, in 1996-97, when I committed the crime, this law of 6 years debarring didn't exist. Those days, if I was given a prison term of 2 years plus, only then the 6 years law was supposed to be implemented. 6 years debarring law was supposed to be implemented. Else, the debar was only for 1.5 years. So I should be only debarred for 1.5 years, which I have already done. Why am I debarred for 6 years? Day before yesterday, the Election Commission agreed to that term and reduced his disqualification to 1.5 years, which he had already served. Misusing enforcement bodies misusing laws, manipulating laws, creating laws. All of this to suit a political need. This is very, very, very dangerous for our democracy. We are headed to a very, very uncertain future. Yesterday, Amazon announced that they sold 750 crore worth of premium phones through their online sales in the last 36 hours. Now, the Amazon India, which opened the sales 12 hours early for its Prime customers, said that it saw the biggest opening with more customers shopping in the platform than ever before. Flipkart also registered a double growth in the opening day. Kalyan Krishnamurthy, CEO of Flipkart, said, by all indication, this is going to be the biggest festive that India has witnessed. There is no doubt that e-commerce has not only lifted consumer sentiments, but also driven the industry into new benchmark. Amazon India claims, like I told you, that it sold premium phones worth 750 crores. Now, what is very, very interesting is that according to these online traders, bulk of the money, in fact, in Amazon, 91% of their sales came from Tier 2 and Tier 3 markets. And for Flipkart, Tier 2, Tier 3 and Tier 4 markets gave them almost double the sales what they witnessed last year. Does this mean that our Diwali is going to be a bumper? Well, it's too early to get excited. While the start is absolutely fabulous. And if this continues, this will be very good news for India. Like we said before, I maintain that Diwali is going to be a very, very important time for Indian economy. Because if we do well in Diwali, we do well this year. And the initial signs look good. Will this continue? Is something that we need to wait and watch. Till we meet again, Namaskar. HW News Network today is a year and a half old. Thanks to your support, thanks to your love, we've grown. We require your support a little more. What we request you to do is to download our free app. Our app is in Hindi, English and Marathi. We promise to update you with the latest news, views, analysis, interview. We also have a live TV going in that. If you download our app, we will get advertisers. And if we get advertisers, we'll get revenue. We get revenue, we can serve you better. So once again, please do support us. Please download our app. Namaskar.